Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Wirdatul metric number 296A54. So today I am going to talk about the importance of accessible public transportation for individuals with disabilities and the significant role it plays to ensure inclusivity and equality in our society. So I will begin by explaining a bit about what is public transportation and how it's portrayed in our daily life. So public transportation is a vital service that were designed to facilitate mobility for everyone, especially for those who do not own any vehicles. Because studies have shown that millions of people rely on their friends or relatives because of transportation due to financial constraints or lack of accessible option, which actually affect their independence. So why public transportation play a crucial role for a person with disability or PWD? For a person with disability, accessible transportation is actually crucial. The lack of accessible option leads to social isolation, limited employment opportunities, and a diminished quality of life for them. Accessible public transportation will actually allow individuals or person with disabilities to commute independently, boosting their confidence and ensuring their feeling included in society. This does not actually include person with disability for everyone else.
My name is CARRIN and my metric number is 291775. And now I would like to explain about the types of disability and mobility impairments. Mobility impairments are the broad category of condition that will impact an individual's ability to move around independently. The examples of type of disability are amputation. It is the loss or removal of a body part such as finger, hand, or leg due to injury. Next, spinal cord injury. It is the damage to the bundle of nerve and nerve fibers which help to transmit and receive the signal from the brain. Next, arthritis. It is a group of conditions that cause joint pain or joint disease. And lastly, stroke. Stroke occurs when there's a blockage or bleed of the blood vessels that interrupt the supply of blood to the brain. Transportation plays an important role in our daily life. Shuttle bus. A shuttle bus refers to a private bus that will provide transportation for individuals with mobility impairments to and from their destination. By using shuttle bus, a person with mobility impairments can depart to and from their destination at any time. Next, ADA paratransit. It is intended to provide transportation for individuals with impairments who are unable to utilize the local fixed road transit system. Next, wheelchair accessible taxi. It is a vehicle that equipped with a passenger lift to assist the wheelchair user get into the vehicles. And lastly, mobility scooter. It is similar to a wheelchair. The first physical barrier is inadequate infrastructure and accessible features. For example, some stations do not have features like hand control for those who with upper limb impairments. This will hinder people with mobility challenges from using public transport. And secondly, negative attitudes. And lastly, in lack of information. For example, up-to-date information on vehicle arrives that are not sufficiently shared become a barrier in transportation. The first financial barrier is high cost of accessible vehicles. For example, buying and modifying cars to fulfill accessibility requirements can be extremely costly. Para-transit rides also more expensive than fixed road public transportation. Next, the second financial barrier is high travel training costs. And lastly, economic disparities. Due to these economic disparities, disabled people may find it more difficult to travel and engage in the social and economic activities, which could increase their dependence and social exclusion.
So now I will be discussing about the importance of accessible public transportation for individuals with disability and the necessary design consideration to ensure inclusivity and equality for everyone. So I will be explaining about what is accessible public transportation. So accessibility goes beyond the regulatory compliance. It ensures that everyone, regardless of their physical, sensory or cognitive abilities, can utilize public transportation. Unfortunately, Malaysia faces challenges in this regard. Why? Because with efforts to improve accessibility often being sporadic. The Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development has been actively spoken about this to measure for government to improve what is needed for public transportation. One is safety and accessibility, because it is common. Everything must be safe to use by everyone. So safe traffic crossing or even pedestrian pathway will support and enhance safety and accessibility for everyone, and including person with disability. The fifth one will be appropriate size and space. Ensure ample space for wheelchair users, because they need a lot of space in order for them to cross something or to go somewhere, and accessible seating arrangement for them to commute. So moving on to the industry efforts. What is industry efforts? So Rapid KL introduced the Rapid Mobility Service, providing hydraulic lift equipped vehicles for wheelchair users, which is going to be easier for them. The Kelana Jaya MRT line has set a benchmark for all public transportation to follow by being fully accessible with tactile paving, lift and reserve parking for PWD or person with disability. And also, Malaysian Airlines also offers special rebate and wheelchair services if the passenger requested it, while Keretapi Tanah Melayu also designed a special seat for wheelchair users in ETS and KTM, but they must request for it. KTM Intercity coaches so that they can enjoy the special service and special offer by all the public transportation.
Autonomous vehicles, commonly known as self-driving cars, are equipped with advanced technologies that enables them to navigate and operate without human intervention. So these vehicles use a combination of sensors, including cameras, radar, LiDAR, GPS, and AI algorithm, which is used to perceive the environment, interpret sensory data, and make real-time decision. So by continuously analyzing the surrounding, autonomous vehicle can detect and identify obstacles, pedestrian, road signs, and other vehicles, which will allow them to navigate routes, make turns, and adjust speeds autonomously. Autonomous vehicles can significantly enhance the mobility and independence of people with disabilities by providing accessible and reliable transportation without the need for a human driver. This vehicle can equip with features tailored to various disabilities, such as voice command for the visually impaired, easy-to-use interfaces for those with cognitive disabilities, and automatic ramps or lift for wheelchair users. By eliminating the need for a driver's license and reducing reliance on public transport, autonomous vehicles can greatly improve access to jobs, healthcare, and social activities, thereby enhancing the overall quality of life for individuals with disabilities. Public autonomous vehicles also have the potential to reduce the reliance on traditional transportation options, which can often be challenging for people with disabilities. Public transport system may not always be fully accessible, and the need for a driver's license limit personal vehicles. Autonomous vehicles remove these hurdles by providing an alternative that is both convenient and accessible. This shift can lead to a greater participation in the workforce and more consistent access to healthcare services, and also increase social engagement, thereby enhancing the overall quality of life for individuals with disabilities. One of the key advantages of public autonomous vehicles is the ability to be personalized with accessibility features tailored to various disabilities. For visually impaired passengers, voice command system can enable easy interaction with the vehicle, allowing them to input destination and receive navigational updates. Individuals with cognitive disabilities can benefit from user-friendly interfaces that simplify the process of booking rides and navigating the system. Moreover, wheelchair users can take advantage of automated ramps or lift, ensuring that boarding and exiting the vehicle is safe and effortless. These standard features ensure that public autonomous vehicles are truly inclusive, catering to the diverse needs of all passengers. Despite their potential, autonomous vehicles still face several constraints in providing full accessibility for people with disabilities. First, the initial cost of autonomous vehicles can be prohibitively high, making them less accessible to individuals with limited financial resources. Additionally, the current infrastructure such as roads and traffic light may not be fully compatible with autonomous vehicle technology, which will affect its reliability and safety. Furthermore, autonomous vehicles need to be designed with universal accessibility features such as ramp, adjustable seating, and assistive communication interfaces, which are not yet standard here. They are also concerned about the software's ability to interpret and respond to the diverse and specific needs of disabled users accurately. Legal and regulatory frameworks are still evolving, and they may not yet fully address the unique challenges faced by people with disabilities. And finally, there is a need for widespread public education and trust building to ensure that individuals with disabilities feel confident and comfortable using the autonomous vehicle. Accessible transportation for people with disabilities have significant economic and social benefits. It can enhance workforce participation, economic productivity, and consumer activity while fostering inclusivity and improving quality of life. It enables access to employment, education, and local businesses, reducing reliance on social welfare and stimulating local economies. Socially, it promotes integration, reduces isolation, and supports mental health by providing greater independence and participation in community activities. Investing in inclusive transportation infrastructure is a strategic move that promotes economic growth, social equity, and a more connected society, ultimately benefiting everyone.
So, to conclude everything, accessible public transportation is not just a legal obligation by government, by the world, but a social necessity for everyone. Ensuring inclusivity in our transportation system will enhance independence, social inclusion, and overall quality of life for people with disability, because they need everyone's support for them to live, because it is hard for them to live like a normal person without any support. That's why we need to consider accessible public transportation for them to enjoy their life. So that's all for me. Thank you for your attention and good day. Have a good day.